for our review today, I want to talk about a couple of different ways to spell the k sound at the end of a word. So we already know two ways that we can spell the k sound when it comes at the end of a word. So I want you guys to think about the way that the k sound is spelled at the end of a word that has a short vowel and no other ending consonant sound. So for example, the word duck. So we're going to start, and we start with a DU for the word duck, and we are going to spell that k sound at the end with a CK. So that's with a short vowel and no other consonant sound at the end. So what if we were spelling a word that was like the word joke, where it has a long vowel sound? So we start with our J-O to start our word joke. And if we want to make that O long, we know that according to phonetic skill 4, we're going to need an E at the end. So we are going to actually spell this k sound at the end of the word with a K-E. So fantastic. So in this lesson today, we're going to learn a third way to spell the k sound at the end of a word. So the spelling is simply just a K. So we're going to learn a couple of ways that we will be using the letter K at the end of our words. And we're going to actually learn some more about the letter K in a later lesson. So now that we know phonetic skill 5, we learned that in our last lesson. So we're going to be able to read and spell words that have adjacent vowels. So if you remember from our previous lesson, adjacent vowels are two vowels that are right next to each other. So the letter K is going to be used after adjacent vowels. So if you have a word that is a phonetic skill 5 with adjacent vowels, you are actually going to be using this spelling rule for a k sound at the end. So for example, the word beak. So we are going to mark this word together. So we are going to go from left to right, so from the beginning of the word to the end of the word along the bottom, then up around our racetrack and mark anything on the top. So we're going to mark both our vowels first, and then we are going to go up around our racetrack. Our second vowel is silent, and our first vowel is long. So again, this word is the word beak. So other adjacent vowel words that end in the letter K include words like speak. So if we go ahead and we mark this one, we are going to arc, RSP blend. We're going to mark both our vowels, go up around our racetrack. A is silent, E is long, and again, this is the word speak. Another word that follows this same spelling pattern is the word soak. So we are going to mark both of our vowels that are adjacent, go up around our racetrack. Our A is silent and our O is long. And again, this is the word soak. So the letter K is also used when the k sound in a short vowel comes after a guardian consonant of L. So we're going to spell the word milk together. So the first sound we hear is mm. Then we hear I, and then we have an L, and because we have that guardian consonant L, we are going to have a K at the end by itself. So when we mark this word, because this follows phonetic skill 2, we have two guardian consonants and a short vowel. So what we're going to do is we are going to go underneath our word, mark our vowel, only have one, go up around our racetrack, mark our K as a guardian, our L as a guardian, and our I as short. And again, this is the word milk. So the next word that we're going to spell is the word desk. So this is also a phonetic skill 2 word, and this also has a short vowel. So we are going to go ahead, and we have a duh at the beginning. We hear an eh sound, which is eh. We have an E, and then we have a blend at the end. That blend that we hear is sk. There are two ways to spell sk. We can spell that SC or SK. And in this situation, we are going to hear a SK blend. So sk is heard at the end of a word. It is going to be SK. If we heard sk at the beginning of a word, it could be either or, but this being at the end, it's only going to be SK. We'll never have an SC at the end of a word. So we have an S and we have a K. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark this word. We're going to mark our vowel, and then we are going to mark that SK blend. We'll go up around our racetrack, mark our K and our S as guardians, and then our E is short. And again, this is the word desk. So the next word that we are going to spell and write is the word think. So we have our TH, and then we have ink, right? Because that's a special vowel combination. So in order to mark this, it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to mark our TH digraph, and it is voiceless. So we have that straight line underneath there, because if we touch our throats, we can hear think, think. We don't have a lot of vibration in our vocal cords when we say that TH. And then we are going to mark our vowel, and then we are going to arc our special vowel combination. And this is the word think. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to do our dictation. So remember, it helps our brains to stand up and do the motions with dictation. That helps us remember the words better and remember those skills. If you have paper or pencil or a whiteboard or anything that you would like to write on to do this dictation practice with me, I would recommend for you to pause the video and go ahead and grab those objects and then push play when you get back. See you in a minute. All right, so welcome back. We are ready to start our dictation. So as you can see, I'm standing up. I am going to do the motions the same as we do in class. So I will say the word 2 times, and I will give you the word, and then I will listen really hard through the computer and receive you saying the word to me twice. And then I will write it on the whiteboard that you guys can see here. So what we're going to do is we are going to get started. So the first word that we are going to write is the word croak, croak. I heard the frog croak. So we're going to go ahead and write that on our whiteboard. Making sure that we are marking everything that we know how to mark. Fantastic. All right, the next word that we are going to write is the word pink, pink. Miss P's favorite color is pink. I'm gonna go ahead and write that on our paper or our whiteboard or whatever you're using. And because it has a special vowel combination, that's all that we need to mark is just that INK. All right, the next word that we're going to write is actually a nonsense word. So the nonsense word is fisk, fisk. And because that's a nonsense word, I can't give you a sentence because it doesn't mean anything. So we are going to go ahead and make sure that we have our little asterisk for our nonsense word. And we're going to mark everything we know in this word. Fantastic. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and let's read these words that we just wrote before we move on. So we have the word croak, pink, and fisk. Fantastic. All right. The next word that we are going to write is another nonsense word. This nonsense word is moke, moke. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead, make sure that we have our little asterisk so we know that it's a nonsense word. We have moke. And remember, we're practicing spelling with the K for the K sound at the end of our word. So we know that if we're going to have that K sound and we have a long vowel, that means that these are adjacent vowels, right? So that our O is long. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark this word. Go up around our racetrack. Our A is silent. Our O is long. Fantastic. All right. We have 2 more words for dictation today. So the next word that we're going to do is the word beak, beak. The bird picked up the seed with its beak. Beak. All right. Fantastic. All right. Our last one that we're going to do today is the word drink, drink. Jonathan asked his mom for a drink. All right. Nice job with dictation today, you guys. The next piece we're going to move into is going to be going through our transfer card. So go ahead and put away your materials that you used for dictation, and we are going to move into transfer. Transfer card for today. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to read these words out loud to practice the skill of spelling with K that we just covered today. So we are going to go down each column and read these out loud. We will read our sentences out loud, and then we will be done with today's lesson. So we are going to start here. So go ahead and read out loud with me. Ready, begin. Cloak, streak, think, sank, cheek, peak, junk, leak, oak, soak, milk, silk, beak, weak, blink, bank, seek, croak, honk, trunk. Fantastic job. So then we're going to move on to sentences. It is not good when there is junk in the lake. We will let the dishes soak in the sink. I think there is a leak in the sink. Nice job today. And now make sure that you guys go ahead and you log into Reading Horizons Discovery Online and you complete the checkup for spelling with K. And then make sure you click that green arrow and you keep moving through your lessons. We'll see you next time.